Are you tired of clickbait videos with the same titles about oh, this is the best PG build, new meta, and all of that, but the builds are trash and not min-max? Do you actually want the best PG build that can perform at the highest level in NBA 2K25 at the highest level of competition with a fully min-max build that's been tried and proven to be the best PG build in the game, with all of the science and all of the game logic and mechanics that we now know taken into account to give you the most optimal PG build? The first demigod true build that can shoot like Curry, dunk like Russell, have Kyrie Irving type handles with Luka Doncic type passing ability with the same speed of a Ja Morant, a D Rose, or a Russell Westbrook. I'm talking about the best PG build in NBA 2K25, man. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Zuko, and today we have an absolute banger for y'all, man. Drop the like, drop the comment, because you know it's about to be good, man. Subscribe to your boy if you know it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm playing. All right, so let's get straight into this build. So throughout the entirety of this video, I want you guys to understand the difference of a build passing the eye test versus actual min-maxing. What this means is you can get the attribute as low as it possibly can go while still being elite or extremely effective with the attribute rating and the skill required in order to make this rating actually good, which is what you find in any comp build where the best players in the world are using them. We are not trying to pass the eye test. We have statistics, we have science, and we have logic and knowledge of how the game mechanics work in order to make every single attribute that we are using effective and powerful to where it's worth the investment. With that being said, you're gonna make a 6'2", 184 weight, and then a 6'3" wingspan. First takeovers that you're going to need to have access to is going to be Kryptonite. Kryptonite is one of the best takeovers in the game. It gives you a +7 to your drive and dunk and speed with ball and your speed. This makes you a better lock. This makes you better at rotating. This makes you better at, you know, guarding your back doors. The speed with ball is nice as well. So I think this is a really good takeover, and the more +1s and cap breakers that you unlock, the more that Kryptonite starts to become your best takeover. However, this is a much later in takeover, and you can still 5-out with this. You can actually even do PNR with this takeover. It's still really good, but my preferred takeover, which I believe is the best takeover in the game, is this Dishmaster takeover with the pass accuracy boost from the general. This gives you a +7 to your pass accuracy. It increases your ball handle as well, and it increases your speed with ball. Whenever I had this takeover, I have never gotten an on-ball steal the moment that I applied this takeover, because that ball handle really does affect you. And then the speed with ball makes you the fastest person on the floor. This also is for Kryptonite as well, so both of them make you the fastest person on the floor, giving you that Russell, Ja, D Rose, you know, De'Aaron Fox sort of feel. And then the pass actually makes you get that Luka style of pass, where the moment that the ball is in your hand, you can pass that ball anywhere that you want to go on the floor, whether you just have the ball. So it's impossible to 3 kings this. The advanced pass is really good in this format as well. The Dishmaster on top of the Legend Dimer is going to make you and everyone on your team shoot out the gym. And Dimer does not just affect like your wide open shots or your open shots from like straps. You know, it also boosts it procs for dunks, it procs for layups, it procs for literally everything in the game, even some things that are contested. So Dimer is not just, oh, it's just for shoots, even shots, even though it says for open shot jump shots, but that's not true. It will proc for everything, giving them the biggest boost in Legend Dimer that is possible, making your fifis, your give and goes, your slip screens, your PNR, your any play calling that you're doing, it makes it better. Your bucks or your wraps, whatever it is that you are calling, it will make that better. Your backdoor cuts, throwing the lob to them, all of that, a Legend Dimer will proc on all of those. Anything that they do in order to click their X button, Legend Dimer will be procking for it, which is beautiful. And if you don't believe me, there's video proof. Moving on. So with that being said, those are your 2 takeovers. For your finishing is you're going to go for an 85 in your drive and dunk. This gives you access to bronze posterizer, and then your standing dunk, you can go ahead and get this up to a 45. Now we're just going to go ahead and leave this alone for right now, but these are going to rise as we upgrade everything else. But for right now, this is what's most important. Both of these allow for you to play patient, play consistent, whether you're going to be the fastest person on the floor the moment you hit level 3 of any of those takeovers that I just mentioned. Having the ability to do the standing duck cheese, be patient after you blew by them, and just, if they send the help or if they're trying to bait you, this standing dunk allows for you to not have to worry about blocks as much, and you're just actually just being consistent and dominant with it. And you can still do this no matter what your height is. That does not matter. It's just about having the animations. This is an animation based game, which means if you get the animation, you get the reward. Nothing else matters. Right now, with that being said, the drive and dunk is also, again, to give us access to that kryptonite takeover. So that's your finishing for right now. Some of those driving layups is going to be increasing and whatnot, but moving on. Your 3-point shot, this is where you need to have that Stephen Curry range, where the moment you cross half court, you need to be able to be effective. Without this, you cannot be a monster, and you need to be a monster shooting, because this is how you open up the floor in the PNR or in the 5-out and make locks have to step up, because if they're trying to play you down a little bit too much, then you just fry them from 3-point range, especially if you have access to Patty Mills, and that's just in its own right insane. So this is basically our 3-point shots. We're gonna go ahead and be +5ing this the moment you hit your starter 3. This is going to allow for you to have legend everything on your badges, and you just basically shoot out the gym at any point in time. Now moving on to your playmaking, this is where the most amount of your actual attribute caps and your +1s or your +5s are going to be going, all of them pretty much, because playmaking in this game completely allows for you to BS locks and BS how the current meta of this game and every single game that has ever been in 2K has been played. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to upgrade your ball handle up to a 93. Now you might be saying to yourself, why a 93? What's so important about a 93? Well, 93 allows for you to have, if you +5 this, a 98 ball handle, and the 98 ball handle gives you ankle assassin on legend. Ankle assassin on legend is straight BS no matter what their perimeter defense is, because it's going to force stuns, and if they make any mistake in their left stick movement, it's going to force an even bigger stun, and anyone who doesn't have any perimeter defense that is under 99 will get absolutely BS out of playing good defense. And that's the reason why this is also really important. Now again, like I said, the moment that you do get your ball handle to that 98, then running the general kind of isn't as important, right? Because it's kind of like, okay, well, I already have a ball handle that's a 98, so we'll leave it alone. But if you're going to stop at the 96, which is what we're going to talk about in just a bit, then it is actually really important to still run the general. Now your pass accuracy is going to go all the way up to a 92. A 92 allows for us to get that Hall of Fame dimer naturally, and then we can +1 this on our tier 2 to get this to legend. This is what you're going to be using your tier 2 on, because your tier 2 is going to be really, really easy, and legend dimer gives you a huge boost, and it again doesn't just proc on just certain things, it procs on a lot of things. So 93 ball handle is more than enough. You still get access to the Stephen Curry for right now if you're just trying to use the build stock because you don't have starter 3 or vet 2 just yet. But once you hit vet 2, your first thing that you want to do is increase your ball handle to +2. This will bring it to a 95, and then you're going to put the rest into your speed ball, bring in your 91 all the way up to a 94, giving you legend lightning launch. Legend lightning launch helps you with blow bys, it helps you with playing against these really, really comp blocks, it helps you speed boost faster, and when you pair this with a takeover, whether you're using kryptonite or the general, that is going to give you both a speed with ball boost. This will now make you have a 99 speed with ball the moment that you hit level 3, and that is going to completely change. You will always be the fastest person on the floor, and no one in the game can catch up to you. And not only do you have a 99 speed with ball, but you also have legend lightning launch boost paired with the 99 speed with ball, which is going to make you insanely hard to stay in front of and stop. The pass accuracy is the least of your importance. As long as you get your ball handle to that 98 and that speed with ball to the 94, you're good. But you can stop your ball handle at a 95 if you would so choose, but I would recommend stopping at a 96. This is when you get unpluckable on Hall of Fame, and that being paired with the 99 ball handle, no lock, no matter what their steal rating is getting rips on you. It's just not possible. I've already done the testing. It's basically BS, and they're going to get more reach-in fouls than they would actually get the actual steals, which will upset a lot of them and then force them to be more disciplined or foul out of the game, which is nice. Moving on, You have perimeter defense here. We're going to go straight to an 85. This is going to allow for you to play much better defense. This 85 is extremely important in on-ball defense, guarding your back doors, putting your hands on their chest. That animation there, it's not just off-ball pass, but some of those animations on-ball menace procs. And if a PG is trying to attack you, or if the back end is trying to attack you, or if the corner switch and now you have a center trying to attack you, even though that's bad defense, that on-ball menace will help you with all of that. But if you're just trying to play park or 3v3, 2v2, whatever it may be, it will all affect you there. And on top of this will also just be really effective at you not getting those BS animations where people just drive straight through you when they are attacking you. Because sometimes, let's face it, fast breaks happen. You won't always be able to go to the same weaker, offensive player, which will in this case probably be the back end or whatever it may be, their corner shooter. Sometimes you might have to guard the PG. It's nice to not ever have BS happen and you're able to play consistent defense. With that being said, let's move on. Your steal rating is going to be a 67. This gives you bronze glove and bronze interceptor. This 67 steal rating is more than enough. I've gotten 6 steals in a comp game with a 60 steal rating and a steal boost. And then I said, well, if I'm able to get that many bump steals and that many interceptors with a steal rating boost while also having a 60, let's just go ahead and bump it up and where I have glove. And then I was able to get 8 steals. But again, that takes skill. If you know how to read lanes, if you know how to get bump steals, and the fact that you have T-Rex arms, bump actually boosts your ability to get that because you can't reach as far and your steal rating isn't high, so your hands don't go out as far, so it's much more consistent. But having that glove badge on bronze actually gives you a nice healthy boost to increase your ability to get those steals, whether it's on ball or if it's in the interceptor, and then just increasing your rating allows you to get those steals at a much higher clip. So this is more important. Now moving on, you might be saying, okay, well, a PG has to guard the back door, and that is true. However, since you are 6'2" with a minimum wingspan, there's not much that you can do. So putting a bunch of points into your interior is never going to give you the sort of reward of actually playing good defense. However, the way that the game is coded right now and how it's supposed to be working for the rest of the game is that you have to jump or you do not get a contest, and that's whether you have a 35 interior or a 25 perimeter defense versus a 99 perimeter or a 99 interior. I know I did a test in my actual NBA 2K25 review where I showed the difference between someone having a 25 perimeter and interior but a 68 block and a 75 vertical getting a stronger contest than someone who had a 99 interior and a 99 perimeter playing hands up defense for both of the different scenarios. And the one with the block and the vertical had a better contest, and the one with the 99 interior and perimeter registered open. So that's just the way that this game works this year. So because we know this, you need to put points into your block rating. This is your defense. This is your interior. And you having the perimeter and this still allows for you to basically scare the PG enough to where he's not just going to throw that willy-nilly, so you can get that steal. You can get the bump steal even. There's a lot that you can do with this. Moving on, the next thing you're going to need to do is get your agility up to an 82, so that way you have legend shifty shooter. This is really important. Do not forget to do that. And that is basically your build. As you can see, you have access to a nice enough driving lane. This is basically the completed build here. This build is extremely dominant. You will never have a bad day in the office whenever you have these attributes. And again, as you upgrade your build, you will be the most unstoppable PG. With that being said, it's Zuko, man. This build actually is the first build to have a 99 pass tech, 99 ball handler, 99 speed ball, 99 3-pointer, 92 drive and dunk. That alone lets you know it's God tier. Thank you guys for watching this video, man. It is Zuko. We are out. Peace.